see if it's streaming okay. YouTube. Both of them should be 2 videos. Here we go. Here we go. Loop-de-loo. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Who's here? Jerry Singer, E-Craft. Mountain. What's that? The Mountain is here. Lloyd, Rich. Tom Benavides. Benavides? Paul Smith. What's happening? What's happening? How all y'all doing? Katrinka. Savor the game. Cool. Liz. Todd Bono. What's happening? Matthew. What's up? What's up? Wang. Jimmy. What's happening? What's happening? Good evening, everyone. This is James. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, take you guys along for a ride for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Linda Reller is in the house. Yay! Yadira, Xavier, cool beans. Cash X Cam 94. Good evening. Bugaboo's here. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get started. It is Sunday, the 11th. No. It's 9:11 p.m. It is the 16th of February, which means I'm going to have to count this one out. Hold on a second. See if you can count this with me. Come on. It's not working. It's not working anywhere. All right, so, there it is right there. All right, January has 5 weeks. 6, 7, 8. We're in week number 8. Week number 8 for the year. Well, what does that mean? It doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot of anything. There's 52 weeks in a year. We're in week number 8, which means, hypothetically speaking, 1% a week, I should be up 8% by now. Okay then. All that being said, let's get started and let's take a look at some stocks, because I'm sure that's what you guys are here for. You don't really hear what you're really not here wanting to know what I did for the weekend. Well, it's basically everyday weekend. All right, anyway. Right now we're taking a look at U.S. Steel. Do I have everything I need here for U.S. Steel? I got to zoom out on this a little bit because it doesn't fit quite right. All right, that better? All right, I can see everything now. All right.
Fine.
Okay. I can see everything. U.S. Steel. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about U.S. Steel, but I'm pretty okay with it. Now, I like U.S. Steel. I do have some. I actually have some in the $41 area. See where it is right now? It's at 38, but I bought it at 41. But here's the thing. I keep getting 1% every single week from U.S. Steel. So, yeah. Hey, Jack's in the house. What's happening, Jack? Blind Corner Studios. Brown Eddie. Scott. D-Bev, what's happening? Will. Carlitos. Que pasa, amigo? Discount. All right. Disco Dan Karen. Disco Dan, what's happening? Cool. Hey, Melatonin is here. What's happening? All right. So, U.S. Steel, let's take a quick look at it. Let's look at the whole overview. So we're going to go and look at the whole 1-year chart first before we zoom in to take a look at this. Hey, Texas Brown-Eyed Girl's in the house. Alrighty, so let's go all the way back and take a look at a full 1 year. So a year ago, we're up to about 48. All right, that's the high of the year. About a year ago, it was 48. The low was back in August. And that was around 27. So we know the distance between the low and the high. The high is 48, the bottom is 27. What is that, 21 points between the two? Okay, not bad at all if you ask me. Timaeus, how are you today? All right, so basically, if you take a look, it basically stayed between 36 and 40 for almost the whole year. just stayed in that little trading range right there. So let's see what it looks like. Is it a good deal? Is it not a good deal? Is this something that you might think you might want to buy? So it always comes down to a few key factors. Well, for me, particularly, the company's got to be at least 25 years or older. The only way you're going to get 2 decades, 20 years of increased profitability, well, the company's got to be at least 25 years old, at least. Well, this company's been around for over 100 years. Not really worried about that at all. So let's take a look at the numbers. A year ago, we were at 45.77. The high of the year was 48.13. That was back at the beginning of March. The bottom is right here in the beginning of September at 26.91. Well, from there, she's up, down, all over the place. Let's look at the last 90 days. Well, the last 90 days is the last 3 months. Well, Mr. Arab, do I have health problems? No, I do not. No health problems at all as far as I know. All right, so the last 90 days, we're basically at 39, jump up to 43, drop all the way down to 30. Now we're back at 38 again. That's the 30. That's the last 3 months. So when I look at a 3-month chart or 90-day chart, I'm looking for a pattern. What is the pattern? Well, she's up, she's down, she's up, she's down, she's up, she's down. Okay, that's the pattern I'm looking for. Now I want to jump in and take a look at the last 1 month, which is the last 30 days. Now, considering we're on the 16th, we're going all the way back to January 16th. There it is, the last 30 days. Well, look at it. Yeah, the high and the low is on the exact same day. All right, well, let's disregard that for a second. 30 days ago, we're at 36. We shot up, and then we pulled back. Okay, fine, we're at 38. Well, I'm into it at 41. I don't have a problem with it because I'm okay with it. Now, the reason why I say that is because even though the stock is at 38 and I own it at 41, take a look at what I'm selling. Oh, I got a question here. Laurie, I'm embarrassed to ask since I've been part of your group, but what are the columns headings you use? The column headings. Column headings? I'm assuming you're talking about these over here. Well, I change up every once in a while, just in case you're curious. What I'm using today is the volume, the bid, and the ask, and the spread. Okay, that's volume. I could change it over to open interest and implied volatility. Yeah, that's what it's on right now, volume. That's how many, oh, holy cow, look at that. That is interesting. Oh, we're going to touch on this one, right? Laurie, thank you for, Laurie, thanks for pointing that out. Laurie, did you see this? Look at this. 31,000 contracts and then 10,000 just on Friday at the $40 call strike for U.S. Steel. Well, that's a whole shitload. Look at how many puts there are. Hardly any. 500, 2, 110, 96. Yeah, not a whole heck of a lot. There's quite a bit. When you see 31,000, somebody knows something. What shows the premium? Yeah. Well, that's right here, the bid and the ask. These over here, okay, the first column is the volume. That's how many contracts are out there for Friday. Okay, because that's the last entry price. Here is the open interest. That's how many contracts all together added up. And then the next one is the bid and the ask. Because those are always the bid and the ask. What am I buying? What am I selling? All right. So that being said, look at those numbers. 31,000. Now you multiply that by 100 because you remember each contract represents 100 shares. So it is 31,000, almost 32,000 contracts on U.S. Steel at the $40 strike price for this coming Friday. Well, that's got to give you some kind of indication that somebody knows something. Okay, so I'm into it where I'm into it, 41. Okay, but right now she's at 38.43. So more than likely, another question. Hey, James, my 38.50 got taken away. Why? Okay, do you see where the stock price is now for Friday? All right, so we got it to... All right, so here's Friday right here. Who are we talking to? Tino. All right, Tino, listen closely. You sold somebody the right to buy it from you, I'm assuming because that's the only information you've given me, $38.50. Well, look what happened on Friday. Friday's opening was $38.90, way over $38.50. The high for Friday was $39.13. Well, of course, you're in the money by quite a bit. So yeah, someone's going to exercise that at $38.50. I mean, because it went all the way up to $39.13, which is what, 63 more than they paid for it. So if they bought it from you at $38.50 and it jumped all the way up to $39.13, well, they can quickly turn around and sell it for a 63-cent profit. It's not huge, but here's the thing about profit. Profit's profit, and nobody ever went broke taking profits. So if you sold it at $38.50 and somebody bought it from you, yeah, that's the reason why. Because look at where she went. She went as high last week all the way up to $39.50, which is almost a buck above what the strike price was. Anyway, hopefully I answered that question. Dividends is for rookies. Be a man and sell covered calls. See, A-Big, you just got here, dude. I do covered calls, okay? So I do covered calls on dividend stocks just before they get ready to pay the dividend. Because here's the funny thing, Mr. Biggs. Stocks have a tendency to go up in price just before the dividend date. So just before the dividend date, if I buy the stock and then I sell a covered call against it, I got an 80 to 90% chance that I'm going to be right, okay? And with a dividend stock, just before the dividend. Okay, hold on a second, Tony. I'm going to answer that question in a second. Where was I? Oh. If I buy the stock just before the dividend date, sell a covered call against it, I know the stock is going to go up in value. That makes my covered call that much safer. And hypothetically speaking, worst case scenario, I'm getting a stock that has consistently increased its dividend payments. So am I really worried? No, not much. Let's take a look at what Tony had to say. Tony, if you roll it, you could keep those 38.50s. Yeah, absolutely, Tony. But that's not what he said. Okay, who was it? Tino. Yeah, Tino said that his 38.50s got bought. So he's apparent from the information he gave me. See, I only have little tiny bits of information. From the information that I'm reading, it would appear that Mr. Tino, okay, because there's a whole bunch of people here, so I can only go by the questions in front of me at the moment. So the question that Mr. Tino told me is that somebody bought somebody exercised his 38.50s last week. Well, it makes sense because the stock hit a high of 39.50. His 38.50s got called out. So 38.50s down here. 39.50s way up here. Yeah, you're going to get called out because it's in the money. People make money that way. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, Tony, you are right too. See, if Mr. Tino had asked, he says, well, how do I keep my stock and not get called out? He should have taken a look from what he bought the stock at. Let me see if I can bring one up to show you. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. New trade. All right. Okay, so right here, if you take a look, the 10 calls. See, I got it at 10. Okay, I sold the 10 calls. Now, you would think that it would be a risk if the stock went up to 10.10 and 10.11, 10.12, 10.13, something like that. Someone might buy me out. But no, you got to take into consideration what did that person pay for that. So for this $10 call option, they paid 17 cents a share, which is 1.7%. Okay, fine. But the break even is going to be $10.17. not the 10. So at $10, then it wouldn't be worth it. But $11 it would. $10.50, it would be worth it. You have to take in consideration, what did you buy the stock for? What strike price did you sell? What did that person pay for that option? And then you do a little fancy math and figure it out from there, because it didn't sound like it was a good trade. I mean, well, not that. Did he make his 1% or did he not? And if he had the opportunity, he could have rolled it into another week. That way collected another premium off of it and then still kept the stock. Okay? Kind of makes sense that way. So we have some, holy shit, we have some questions. Devin, James, I've been calling him Stuart. I have no idea why you're calling him Stuart. All righty. Jay Moore, how are you doing? How and where can I see track dividend dates? Yahoo Finance or Google Finance. Mr. Abib, okay. Wow. Why not sell cash secured puts and or not run the wheel strategy? Okay, Lonex, that's a great question. I'm going to, 1 second. Good morning, sir. Gold prediction? No, I don't do gold. Sorry about that. Buy and hold stocks. Can we look at Procter & Gamble? It's a good time to buy. Okay, buy and hold stocks. Give me 1 second. We'll take a look at that one. TikTok. Dude, how's my Sunday? Sua. Jill and I in the Dominican Republic getting some sun. Cool beans. You could have called me. I would have went. I love the Dominican Republic. Anyway, couple of questions. Let's go over them for a second. Question number 1. Why don't I do cash secured puts? Okay, so Lonex, I don't know how you pronounce it. The reason why I don't do the wheel strategy, if some of you guys don't know what the wheel strategy is, that is before selling a covered call, you would sell a cash secured put before entering in. Now, it's a good strategy, okay? But what you're missing, Lonex, what you're missing is the reason, or let's call it the grassroots. How did I come up with this strategy and why am I here in the first place? Well, the reason I'm here in the first place is because my 9-year-old daughter, 9 years old, little tiny bitty thing, back in 2008, jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? Okay, so how do you teach a 9-year-old how to trade stocks? Well, I had a couple of challenges. First of all, number 1, it had to be simple. The wheel strategy is not simple. It had to be safe. The wheel strategy, kind of safe, but too many moves. Too many cooks in the kitchen. You know, too many cooks spoil the broth. You know what I mean? Too many fingers in the pot. The covered call strategy. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. So when teaching a 9-year-old, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So, yeah, even though the wheel strategy and selling cash secured puts is a great idea, trying to share that or explain that to a 9-year-old didn't work. Too many moving parts. She'd have to sit in front of the computer a little bit longer. So that's where the 10-minute trader came from. Okay, 5 simple criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. Came up with 5 rules. Never buy something you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's consistently profitable. Weekly options only, and make sure the numbers work. So the wheel strategy wasn't simple. There's too many moving parts for a 9-year-old. So I have to draw the line somewhere, because I could be teaching you a whole bunch of shit, okay? But where do I cut it off? Now, I'm sharing this information for you all for free. I'm not charging anyone. I do have a lot of shit to sell, books, tapes, seminars, all that kind of stuff. But I don't try to sell anything to anybody here. Okay? You very rarely, the only time you'll hear me say I have something for sale is when someone specifically asks me. For the most part, people don't. They just want information. So I'm giving the information for free. I have to draw a line somewhere. Old Dog is in the house. Yeah, Old Dog, we'll take a look at General Motors in a minute. Got to take care of the vocal cords. All right, so what questions do we got here? Hold on. Simone wants to take a look at Ford. Old Dog wants to take a look at General Motors. Buy and Hold wants to take a look at Procter and Gamble. Hold on, we got some more still. CEG, Norbert, CEG. I'm not 100% familiar with CEG. Okay, and that's never a good thing. Brandon's a newbie here. Brandon's new, and the only reason I know Brandon is new, because if you've been here more than once, Brandon, you would know, realty is a big fat no. Okay? Beto wants to take a look at American Airlines. AAL. Riley. David wants to take a look at Riley. I actually have some Riley. What kind of characteristics are you looking for to join your board of a new venture? Devin. I don't get that question very often. What I'm looking for is somebody like-minded, okay? And it's a long process. And it's quite an investment also, because the returns are freaking ridiculous. Oh, wait a second. Mr. Underwear Stains. Dude, that name, dude. Okay, can I say it, please? Sure, you can say whatever you want, Mr. Underwear Stains. I might have to block it. Make sure you keep it clean and make sure it's on topic. Please. Thank you. All right. So the characteristics I'm looking for in the board. Okay, number one, we have to have lots of conversations. And then you have to have conversations with the other candidates. Okay, so I think it's going to take me about 2 years to find 13 board members. One, there's going to be a large investment required because we're all going to have the same. We're all going to be equal. Everyone's going to be equal. We're all going to have equal say in what's going on with the company. Now, you'll be guaranteed your 20% per year. That's number one. Number two, and then you get the profit sharing with part of the corporation. So you've been here long enough, you see exactly what I'm doing. And this is exactly what the company's going to be doing, looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% return on a weekly basis. For our investor, for our shareholders, once we start selling the shares, well, they're going to be guaranteed 20% per year. Also along with the, what do you call those thingies? The corporate bonds, those will also be guaranteed at 20% per year. So the returns are going to be wonderful for the investors, but the board members, the returns for the board members are going to be a lot more than the 50%. Because right now, I'm showing you how to get 50% per year. Great. Well, the company's been doing that, for quite a while. But as a board member, you not only get to share in the guaranteed 20%, but you also get a portion of what's left over. When that's going to be huge. All right, so anyway, hopefully, if you're interested, drop me your phone number. I'll give you a buzz. We'll have a chat, and we'll just talk, because I only want people on the board that have like-minded viewpoints. Okay, it's not about the money. It's not about the money at all. It's about how can I best serve the general public, because the little guy has been shit on enough, in my humble opinion. So, yeah. The fund that I'm going to come up with, I think it's the Maverick 220 fund, is going to be specifically to help out those people who don't know very much about money but actually want to get guaranteed 20% per year. All right, anyway, let's keep on keeping on. Laurie, I love learning, but I don't know where you sell your stuff. All right, hold on a second, Laurie. I'm from a generation that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna have to get that as a T-shirt. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I like that one. Brendan, do you have a video to why? I'm just getting into it, and I just saw it has a high dividend. All right, Brandon, you're going to have to give me a little bit more to go on than that, because that's only half the question. That's only half a question. Brandon, that's correct. Oh, okay. Hold on. What did Brandon have to say? Oh, realty income. Why I don't like realty income. As a matter of fact, just for you, Brandon, for the fun of it, and you know what? I'm going to record it as a video. Why I don't like Realty and other companies similar to it. We're actually going to do a video right here, right now. So, let's do it for Brandon. This is going to be for you, Brandon. And Laurie, we are going to, I will talk more about what your concern is. Where is my selling point? Well, my selling point, Laurie, you should know by now. If I sell a covered call, 54, if I sell the 55s, my sell point is 55. If the stock goes over 55, I want to sell it at 55. Okay? So Devin, now, every single night I'm on, I say, if you really want to talk to me, and be wary of, I like to call them fraudsters, but no, not fraudsters. Fraudsters is a good word. Trolls is another good word. Scammers, that's the word I'm looking for. Beware of scammers. Now, you might get a text message, a WhatsApp request, a email, or something to that effect, saying that it's me. Well, listen to the words coming out of my, who said this? Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. There will be no new text. I forget who said that. But anyway, listen to what I'm saying. If you really want to talk to me, and if you're really interested, send me your phone number. I will give you a call. Unless, of course, you live out of the country, then you have to send me a Zoom request. Because I don't take money from people. Okay? I'm an old school kind of guy. You want to invest with me, fine. You actually got to fly here to meet me, look straight in my eyes, shake my hand. That's the kind of guy I am. I don't do it online. I don't do it. Okay? So I do it, but you actually have to come and meet me person to person. Okay? It's much easier if you just send me your phone number, and then I will call you. Seriously, I will call. Anyway, so let's go back and take a look. This is going to be for Brandon and all those who really like Realty. Now, don't get me wrong. Realty is great for some people. Okay? But here's the thing. And do not kid yourself, and do not think you are an exception, because you're not. You're just like everybody else, just like me. If you buy something, no, it's not going to go straight up. No, it's not going to go straight down. It's going to go wherever it's supposed to go, because that's what they do. They go up, they go down. That's about it. Okay? So just because you buy something doesn't mean it's going to keep going up. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. All right, so Brandon, you're new. So let's take a look as to why. I'm going to actually do a video on this one. I'm going to set the recorder, and then I will put it as a recording. Okay. Before I do that, I need to bring this over right there. Put this right there. Give that a second. Come down to here. All right, so now we are ready to do this. All right, get that out of here. That's there, that's there, that's there. And we're getting ready to crack. 1, 2, 3, quiet on the set, and action. Here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. This is why I don't like Realty, because I got a question in the comments. James, why is it you don't like Realty? Well, let me explain it to you. First of all, my name's James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks. What do I mean by pre-qualified dividend stocks? Number one, the company has to have increased its dividend. Listen closely. Consistently increased its dividends for a minimum of 2 decades. Not 2 weeks, not 2 months, not 2 years, not 2 quarters. 2 decades. So let's take a look. Oh, also, I forgot. Shame on me. Has has to have weekly options. The only way you're going to get weekly cash flow from the stock market is with weekly options or sitting in front of your computer all day. Well, I ain't going to sit in front of my computer all day. It's called the 10-minute trader for a reason. 10 minutes a day comes to less than an hour a week. All right, let's take a look at O Realty. Okay, so here we are. O Realty, number one, it is a monthly optionable stock. No, monthlies just don't work. The numbers just don't work, and you can argue all you want. Now, you might get 2, 3, 4% out of a monthly option. Okay, you might get 5 once in a while. Great. But with a monthly option, you have to be able to figure out where is the stock going to be in the next 30 days. So let's take a quick look at this for a second. Okay, here's O Realty for the year. Okay, the high, the low, where was it, where is it, what's the direction? Sideways, up, down, sideways. Okay, simple. Let's look at the 90 days. 90 days, right about there. Close enough. The high and the low, where was it, where is it? Look, down, sideways, up, sideways. Okay, interesting. Now, let's look at the 30 days, because the 30 days gives us a good idea of where it's going to be in the future, because basically investors are all the same. We're here looking for money. We're looking for opportunities to make money. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where's it flowing? Okay, so 30 days. We're on the 16th. So we're going to go all the way to January 16th. There we go. Now, the interesting thing about weekly options as opposed to monthly options, by taking one look at this chart, look, up, down, here's the bottom right here. Now it's going back up again. Well, that's pretty easy to see. So if I buy it tomorrow morning, Monday morning, and I use a weekly option, it's a pretty good guess. Hypothetically speaking, she should be somewhere 52.50, 55.20, 55.50, somewhere in that area, going up for 5 days. That part's easy. That's a weekly option. Monthly option, well, that's 30 days. So look, this is 30 days. Great. Now 5 days, yeah, it's probably going to go up. Great. Now tell me, where is it going to be in 30 days? I mean, this is what it was before. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Great. Where's it going to be in 30 days? Not as easy, is it? And if we do the numbers, we can't really do this one because there's only 5 days left. That's not going to count. Let's look at this one right here. Okay, it's currently at 54.49. Well, the 55 is going for 90 cents. Well, 90 cents on a $55 stock is not even 2%. But count how much time we have. 33 days. Well, 33 divided by 7 is 5. 5 weeks. I got to wait 5 weeks. And I'm only getting 2%. Well, 2% a month is not bad. That's 24% a year. But I got to hold it for 5 weeks, and right now it's here. Where's it going to be in 5 weeks? How the hell am I supposed to know? That's a long way away. 5 weeks. Okay, but wait. It gets worse. It really does. Let's go on over to Yahoo Finance. Now, I always tell people, if you're going to be investing, find yourself a good financial website. Here we go. Realty Income Corporation. Oh, $54.49. We are here, Yahoo Finance, and we're going to look at how wonderful this thing pays out dividends. Now, remember what I said. I want consistent increase. That means every single entry should be higher and higher and higher and higher. That's consistently increasing. So, historical prices, dividends only. And then I want to go over to here. It says February 24 to February 25. Nope. I want to look at all the dividends. Every single dividend this company has paid out since its beginning. Scroll all the way up. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Wow. That's a lot. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 1994. Let's just go back 20 years. We'll go back to 2020. La la la, 2000, 2020 years from 2005. That's 20 years. Okay, 2005, here we go. 2005, are we ready? Here we go. 11. 2006, it's still 11. It didn't increase. Okay. All right, 2006 went to 12. 2007, 12. 13. 14. 2008, that's 14. 2009, 14. 2010, 14. 2011, 14. 2012, 14. That's 5 years of no increases. Now, I don't know about you, but if it's the exact same for 5 years in a row, that's not increasing at all. Hold on. It might get worse. It might. 5 years, no increases. 2012, 14. 18. 18. So that's 2 years, no increase. 15's at 19. 16. Okay. 2016, 20. Then to 21, 17. 18. So that's 2 years, no increase. 19, 22, 23. 25, 26. Okay, hold on. 23. That's in 26. 2024, 26. Okay, so no increases for 5 years, and then no increases for 2 years, no increases for 2 years, then no increases for 3 years. Not consistently profitable. Hold on. It gets worse. This, I do know it does get worse. All right, Jeff, how you doing over there? So we're going to go to the summary part now. See over here where it says summary? So we're going to find out exactly what type of yield this thing has. Now, if you understand anything about what a yield is, it's like I'm investing X amount. Well, I'm investing $54.49. Okay, great. Well, we're going to add up all the dividends, and we're going to divide it by the purchase price. That will give you your yield, or also known as your rate of return. Okay, so your rate of return for O'Realty, 5.8%. 5.8%. Now, explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand why you think 5.8 is better than 1% every week. Because 1% every week comes to over 52% a year. It's simple interest. Compounded interest, it's over 70% a year. But I don't want to say 70%. People will freak out. I mean, they freak out enough as it is if it's 50%. But 70 compounded? Yeah, it's crazy. But here's the thing. Not everybody has 10 or 15 minutes a day. Some people can't spend an hour a week in order to make 50% per year. So they give their money to a computer, to let a computer do it for them, and the computer gives them 5.8%. It may be great for you. Okay, Brandon, you may think it's wonderful. But for me, I am pretty much set in my ways. I'm old school. I write stuff down. I actually use a phone in the way it was intended. Pick it up, hello, that type thing. And also, I do my own investing because I don't trust computers as far as I can throw them. I've seen too many Terminator movies. I just don't trust them. Sorry. So yeah, it might work for you. It doesn't work for me. I like 1% a week. That's over 50% per year. You guys have a great day. I think that will be a halfway decent video. Thank you for that, Brandon. I'm going to Nope, wrong button. I don't know what just happened to it. Damn. All right, it may have worked, it may not have, who knows. But anyway, Brandon, that's my thought on O'Realty. Number one, it's a monthly. The numbers just don't work. Okay? I don't like monthlies because, the numbers don't work, and I can only trade it once a month. And as you saw the numbers, I'm only getting 2% on O'Realty. So why would I want to invest in O'Realty? The numbers just don't work. All righty, so let's keep on going. Uh-oh. You missed some questions. CEG, got that one. Oh, Realty, got that one. What characteristics you're looking for? Got that one. American Airlines. We're going to take a look at American Airlines. Alley. A-L-L-Y. A-L-L-Y. All right, so we got like 10 or 15 stocks to look at. I'm going to look at a few more, and then we're going to stop questions. Okay, we're going to stop questions in a little bit, and then we're going to look at a bunch of stocks you guys have me to look at. Chasing Jack. Hey, James. Greetings from Las Vegas. Hey, I was in Vegas for a couple of days. Did not thrill me at all. Sorry. Something about the desert doesn't thrill me. Team Shaggin' Wagons. Hey. This new board sounds interesting. I'll send you my number 2. Okay. Do you look at the last price or the ask to match the strike prices, such as NUE, Nucor? All right, Mitch, we'll take a look at that one also. NUE, N-U-E. Okay. Don't. All right, Brandon, video. Yep. Ooh, B-Rad Daddy wants to look at Walgreens. WBA. All right, we're going to take a few more, and then we're going to stop all questions. Just power through a bunch of stocks. Okay, do you like that one, Brandon? Nixon said that. Read my lips. No, wait a minute. No. Nixon said, I am not a crook. That's what he said. There was another politician, president, says, read my lips. There will be no new taxes. Crock of shit, but that's exactly what he says. Read my lips. Okay. Sherry, I'm new here. Cool. Nice to think. What do you like to invest in? Sherry, you're new here. Welcome. Thank you for thanks for showing up. Thank you for your interaction. If you just sit back, relax, and just watch what I do, there's one thing I want you to walk away with. Just one. Well, however long you're here, one question. Does it make sense? That's it. Just that one question. Does it make sense? Think about that first. I'm here every night except for Friday night and Saturday night. I'm just here. I'm teaching. I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. Do I have stuff to sell? Yeah, I've written 14 books. And I got a course. I got to fix it. It's a mess. But anyway, besides the point. That being said, let's keep on going. I love Apple. I love Apple too. Let's keep on going. Uh-oh, missed some questions. Nixon, yeah. Brandon, yep, I definitely like 50% a year, way better. Say, Brandon, just sit, chill. Same thing like I just said to Sherry. Ask yourself the question, does it make sense? That's my main question I want you to take away. Does it make sense? Never. Okay, remember rule number 1? I told you there's 5 rules. Number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Now, we're going to be touching on that a little bit as we keep going. It's always going to be the same things over and over and over again. This is what I call basic skills. All right, hold on a second. If you're wondering, it's ginger tea with honey. I'm not used to talking so much, and it soothes the throat. Dave, AT&T... You're not gonna like it, Dave. But we'll go on. Reagan, was that? No. Reagan didn't say that. Bush first. Yeah, Bush first said that. I think it was through his campaign. Yep. Reagan, what are your thoughts on REITs? Aaron, there are some REITs I really like. Some of them I don't. Did you get your latest book out? Would you believe? Book number 14. I finished it last February, and I still haven't uploaded it yet. But I was looking today. I've seen them all. I said, oop, I found them. I found them on the zip drive. Here's a zip drive with all the books on it. Yeah, 15 books on there. I'll get it up eventually. All right, a couple more questions over here. Do I have any long-term investments? No, I do not have any long-term investments. My idea of long-term is 30 days. Flash, Nike, NKE. All right, so we're done with TikTok. No more questions from TikTok. Cool beans. Jeff wants to look at AMCR. Never heard of it. AMCR. Okay, Jeff, thank you for that one. Now over on YouTube. Mitch, do you look at the last price? We're going to take a look at NUE also. Yep. Wedding anniversary, 21 years. Can you believe it? Absolutely, I can. They just tick away. All right. No more questions. Let's see how quick is it going to take me to go through 20 stocks. Now, I'm just going to breeze through them. After I breeze through them, write down which ones you want to take a closer look at. I'm not going to take any questions until I finish up with AMCR. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15 of them. I'm going to show you how quickly I do this. It's really not that difficult. If you don't understand anything, you don't catch something, just keep in mind that I have 3 recordings going at the moment. Recording number 1 is me standing in front of the screen. Recording number 2 is the screen alone, just the screen, not me. If you want to watch just the screen, because you're not going to see these little tiny numbers on your phone, you're not going to see it on your iPad, you might not even see it on your laptop. But if you have a big screen TV at home, you can actually watch it on YouTube live. Okay? Because I have a big 80-inch screen TV in the other room. And there I am, this big, huge screen, and I can see the numbers a lot better. So let's breeze through these, and let's see how quick we can do this. Are you ready? First one is going to be Intel, INTC. So remember, there's going to be no questions until I'm finished. INTC, here we go. Oh, high, low, was, is. Look at this, down, sideways, down, sideways. Look at that nice little jump right there, but there's a pullback. That must mean something. Let's zoom into that real quick. Okay, 30-day high, that's going to be a no. It's going to see 30-day bottom here. She jumps up. Now it's going to be profit taken. It's going to come back down here. So I'm going to put Intel down for next week. Next, MRK. MRK. No. MRK is at a free fall. So we're going to keep our eye on that, because as soon as it finds its bottom to turn around and go back up, then it might be a good place to jump. I do like MRK. It is on my list. Next on the list, Wally World. WMT. Hell no. It's at the high of the year. ADM. Archer Daniel Midland. Dividend King. Ooh, now that looks interesting. High, low, was, is. Look at this. Up, sideways, down. Here we are right here. The numbers for ADM, 46.10. The 46 is going for 35 to 45. No, 46.25. 46.50. No, the numbers just don't work. Not quite 1%. No. GPUS. Never heard of it. GPUS. No options. No thank you. Honeywell. HON. Ooh, Honeywell also in a downfall, waiting to find a new bottom. So we'll keep our eye on this one. Also, Procter and Gamble. Ooh, I like that. See that big, huge drop right there? We want to find out what that is, because a drop like that, there's always going to be a retracement. So let's take a quick look. High, low, was, is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Cool. 162.89, the 162.50s. Okay, 145 to 220. That is over 1%, so let's take a gander at it. A year ago, 157.69. We bottomed out in April, 153. Look at the top of the last 90 days. 180.33. 90 days ago at 166, we bottomed out right here. 157. Look at the movement. Interesting. All right, here's your last 30 days. 30-day bottom, 30-day top, big drop. What happens after a big drop? Before we go any further, I want to see why the big drop was there. Okay, the dividend was a couple of weeks ago, so it has nothing to do with the earnings report. So that's nothing to do with it. So it must be news driven. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to put this on alert for this week, because I like 2 days to the upside. This bottom here is what you want to call an anomaly. We don't know why, unless, of course, we want to jump in and take a look at the news. Why did Procter & Gamble go from a 30-day bottom, 30-day top, what was that, 159 to 171? So that's 10, 12 bucks, 12 bucks on 15. That's only 8%. That's only an 8% jump. With a big drop like that, more than likely you're going to have a bounce off the bottom. So there might be, depending on what she opens up in the morning, there might be some type of a bounce on that. Well, let's look at the options. How many option contracts are out there? Well, we're currently at 162, which is right here. So you got 36, 35, 25, blah, blah, blah. So you have almost a 2-to-1 ratio. There's twice as many call options as there are put options. That means twice as many people think it's going to go up as opposed to people think it's going to go down. But I don't buy here. Okay? I would be looking to see if she's going to drop lower or if she's going to go higher. Because it might be a good play if she opens up higher. Because for it to drop that much for one day, it's kind of unheard of. So Procter & Gamble, I'm going to write that one down. All right, next on the list, Ford. Let's move this out of the way. Now, I do have some Ford, just in case you were wondering. Oh, nice. Look at that. High, low, was, is. Look at this. Sideways, up, down, sideways, down, down. Here we go, right here. 948. Now, Ford is over 100 years old. It hasn't been below 950 all year. Just recently, the past week and a half, had to drop below. Now, we did check last week to find out exactly what the book value is on Ford, and it's like 11 or 12 bucks. So the book value at 11 or 12 bucks, the stock is only at 950. Okay, what does the 950 look like? I like this one. So let's move over here. Okay, a year ago, 1244. The high is 1480. The bottom, last 90 days. Here we go. This is where we're looking for a pattern. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, look at the time frames. A week and a half. A week and a half. A week and a half. A week, a week, a week and a half, a week, and now we're going back up again. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit closer. 30 days, the 16th, right there. Here's our 30-day. I love a 30-day high, a 30-day bottom, 2 days to the upside. Perfect opportunity to jump in. But hold on, don't be so quick. We want to take a look at the seasonality. Now, seasonality is great because it gives us an idea of what does it normally do. Well, take a look at what Ford normally does. Now, for those of you who don't know, seasonality, all the way to the left is January 1st, all the way to the right is December 31st. The blue line represents the movement this year. The red line is 10-year average movement. So hypothetically speaking, it looks as if we're coming down right until here, shooting up, going sideways, back down, and then the fourth quarter looks good. The first 2 quarters don't look that great, but where are we now? We're right here. Okay, so for the next couple of weeks, this is based on historical performance. It doesn't guarantee this is what it normally does. Okay, normally comes down, back up, back down. Okay, fine. But here's the thing about seasonality. Seasonality is what has already happened. Okay? Now, the current trend supersedes any seasonality. Okay? You cannot argue the fact. 30 days ago, well, what was that? 4 weeks ago is the high of the 30-day period. The bottom was on Wednesday. Thursday's higher, Friday's higher. Today is a perfect opportunity to jump in. I will look first thing in the morning to find out where she opens up at. Okay, so we're at 948 at the moment. The 950 is going to be the closest. 5 cents to 6 cents, that's a 0.5%. Can we all say at the same time? That's a no. Sorry, even though this looks perfect to jump in, okay, it's only paying a 0.5%. Yeah, even though I like Ford, I'm not going to do it for 0.5%. Ford's a no. General Motors. All right, so here is General Motors. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Up, down, 48.30. The 48.50 is going for 61 to 64. Hell yeah, I like that. Look at the movement right here. Okay, that looks great. So a year ago, we're at the bottom. Okay, and that was 38.08. Well, the top, the last 90 days, look at the last 90 days. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Up, down, now she's going back up again. Well, that looks great. Last 30 days, the 16th, right there. Here's the last 30 days. Up, Big gap down, keeps on going down, back up, back down. Now she's going back up again. You can't argue that as 2 days to the upside. Let's take a look at the seasonality. What does she normally do? Normally, okay, so we're going to go sideways for about a week. Drop. Now, just because seasonality says it's going down, you cannot ignore the current trend, because the current trend has us going to the upside. Now, do you like General Motors? That's a very important question. Number two, let's move this over so I can see it better. 48.36, the closest one's going to be 48.50, 61 cents. Let's do a quick covered call. I'll walk you through it, see how I do it, because I like the numbers here. Let's see how it plays out. So let's get rid of this. Next, we want to get rid of that and go to covered call. There we go. I like the 48.50s for this week right there. And I'll just do one contract so you understand what the numbers look like. Market order, because I want it filled first thing in the morning. Market order fills instantaneously at 9:30 a.m., which means I'm buying the stock, selling the option at the exact same time. Now remember when I said simple, safe, predictable, I know exactly what I'm making. Consistent, I can do it every single week because it's a weekly. All right, now, buy one covered call GM 100, that's the weekly. 21 February 25, that's this coming Friday. The $48.50 call strike against GM at the market to open, that's the order. That's what it sounds like. I always tell people, say it out loud so you can hear what it is you're doing, because every once in a while, it's not going to work. And most beginners lose money by hitting the wrong button. Now, I've been trading for over 20 years. Last year, 3 times I hit the wrong damn button. Okay, so if I can hit the wrong button, so can you. So read it out loud so you can hear what it is you're doing and it makes sense. The break even, if it stays above this price, I'm good. Here's my maximum profit, and this is exactly what it's going to cost me. So how do I figure out my rate of return, my profit for 1 week? Calculator, here we go. Clear that. Maximum profit, 76.50 right there, 76.50 divided by my purchase, maximum cost of the, including the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $4,774. That gives you a grand total of 1.6%. Now, I know you might be thinking, 1.6%, all that effort? Well, do the math. It takes less than 5 to 10 minutes a day to do a trade like this. Okay, it's General Motors. They've been in business for over 100 years. Second, the book value on General Motors is higher than the current stock price, which means if a federal court judge says you need to liquidate and pay off all your investors, as an investor, you get the book value, not the current stock price. Liquidation value, the book value, that's what you get. Unlike NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a $130 stock. The book value is $1.74. The dividend is 1 penny. That's why I don't do NVIDIA. Okay, I like 1.6. I'm writing that one down. Next, let's get out of this one. Now I have a few more to go before I take any more questions. Let's go back to single. Let's go back to here. So that was GM. GM, I'm going to circle that one. That was good. CEG. Who came up with CEG? Never heard of them before. Let's find out. Right here. Okay. CEG. Okay. Constellation. Never heard of them. So let's find out how wonderful they are with their dividends. CEG into Yahoo Finance, only because I want to see, do they pay dividends? If so, how much? Ooh, now that sounds enticing. 0.44% yield. 0.44. That's not even 0.5% for the year. Like, what are you, nuts? Anyway, I don't judge. $317 a share, and it's paying 0.44. Not even 1%. Okay. Dividends only. Maximum amount of dividends. Let's go all the way back to 12. Whoa, ho. I can't go back to 20 years. There's 2 years. 2022. Hell no. I'm not giving my money to a 2-year-old. That shit ain't happening. No. All right, next. American Airlines, AALCEG, 2-year-old company. What's going on here? Nice. I like that. Gap down. Okay. Let's keep on going. Okay, here we go. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Sideways, down, up, gap up, higher, down. Okay, up, down, up, down. Okay, right here, it's turning around. You can actually see where it's turning around. Okay, so 15.96, the 16 is going for 30 to 32. That's almost 2%. 2%. Hell yeah. Let's take a quick look. Better look. A year ago, 14.74. Bottomed out beginning of August at 9.17. The high of the year, 1908. That was the third week of January. Look at the last 90 days. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's turning around again. Last 30 days. Okay. Now, here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. Now, we know what happens at a 30-day high. Profit taking. People take their profits. Stock price drops. Gets down to a certain point. Turns around and goes back up again because people see it. Once you take your profits, okay, at 19, okay, starts to drop down. Here's the bottom. Turns around, goes back up again. So look for 2 days to the upside. So I'm going to write AAL down. And it's paying a nice almost 2%. That actually works for me. But what does it normally do this time of year? Now, this time of year, American Airlines sideways for about a week and then a big drop. I don't know. I would wait. I wouldn't jump on this one so quick. Don't be so quick to jump in this one just because you think you can get 2% off of it. Keep an eye on exactly what it's doing because the trend, okay, right here is 30-day high, 30-day bottom, turn around, go back up. Keep an eye on that. Make sure you jump in at the right time. Okay, so that being said, we got like 6 more to go. Ally, A-L-L-Y, A-L-L-Y. Try it again, A-L-L-Y. Interesting. I like the way the chart looks. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. What the numbers look like? 38.61 to 38.50, 45 to 130. Oh, hell yeah. Now, Ally Bank is on Warren Buffett's list. It's no brainer for me. If it's good enough for Warren, it's good enough for me if the timing is right. Okay. A year ago, Ally was at 36.16. The high of the year, 45.46. Big drop in the beginning of September to 31.89. The last 90 days. High, low, is. Look at the direction. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's going back up again. 2 days to the upside. Yes, I love that. Last 30 days, 16, 16, 16. Right there. Same thing. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, right now it's 38.61. The 38.50 is going for right here. Love it. Let's take a look at seasonality. What does this normally do this time of year? Another one. Freaking dropping like a rock. Okay. Now that's just what it normally does. Well, we know we're not in normal times anymore and things are a little bit different. So what does the 38.50 look like? Well, let's see what a 38.50 looks like. 38.50 right there. One contract at the market. Here we go. Buy one, covered call Ally 100. Those are the weeklies. 21 February 25. That's this coming Friday. The 38.50 call strike against the stock, ALLY, at the market to open. 99.50 is my profit on this trade. Remember, simple, safe, predictable, consistent. The simplest strategy, buy a stock. No predictability, no profitability. You're just owning it. Okay, now you have to wait for it to move. Well, here I make my profit and the stock doesn't have to do a damn thing. If it stays right where it is, doesn't move at all, I'm going to make money. The simplest strategy, just buying the stock. But there's no predictability and there's no profitability. The stock has to move. But a covered call, the stock doesn't have to move at all and you get to make money. How much am I making on this trade? $99.50. How much is it costing me? $3,700. But here's the thing. Let's do the math. $99.50 divided by 37.71. 37.51 equals a grand total of 2.65. Well, here's the big question. Do you like this company? Allie, I always say, if it's good enough for Warren Buffett, it's good enough for me. Allie's on Warren Buffett's list. So yeah, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. And if I do it right. Now remember, I don't give out advice. I don't give predictions. I don't give anything. This is just entertainment. I'm just showing you what the numbers look like based on what is readily available to everyone else. Do your own research. Never blindly listen to anybody on YouTube or TikTok. Do your research. Make sure it's right for you. But number one question, does it make sense? If it might make sense, well, do some research. See if it makes sense. See if it's right for you. So, Allie, 2.66%. Do you have any idea what 2.66% is? Let's see if I can do this in my head real quick. 2.65% multiplied by 52, because there's 52 weeks in a year. I'm going to say 130. 137. Damn, I was close. Not bad right off my head. But think about it. If you can get 2.6% every single week, I don't get 2.6% every week, but I do average over 1% every week. It's my average, over 1% every week. So, yeah, this one trade right here, 2.7 or 2.65, whatever. But does it make sense? Then you have to ask yourself the hard questions. Question number one, do I like this company? Question number two, do I like this company at this current price? Number three, am I willing to hold on to this stock for as long as it takes for me to hit the target that I'm looking for? The target I'm looking for is 38.50. Well, it's at 38.38 at the moment. Okay, am I willing to hold on to it until it hits that target? Can I do this every single week? Yes, you can, because Ally Bank has weekly options. So what if I don't make 2% next week? Okay, fine. As long as you're bringing in something. Now, you got to understand, most people buy stocks and just hold on to them and don't do anything. So here, you're thinking something totally different, totally against everything you've ever learned. You're going to buy an investment, and every single week, you're going to try to sell your investment for more than you paid for it. Well, worst case scenario is you get 1% every single week. Oh, boo-hoo, you make 50% off your investment. Oh, I'm sure there are worse things in life. But does it make sense? Remember, it was created for a 9-year-old. For those of you that are new here, I haven't showed you this yet. I still got, 6 more stocks to go. So let's do this just for the fun of it, just so you'll know who this was created for. This is all my what do you call it, social media? YouTube. Here we go. Come on, it takes a while to load. There we go. Videos. Look at that. I'm up to 880 videos. Yep, I've been doing this for a while. The oldest one. Here we go. Here's the princess herself.
And as you being part of my internet website called Thingy, which my dad doesn't let me call it that, but I do.
Internet web club Thingy.
Weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks.
Okay, this is me. 15 years ago. Look at all that hair I had. Oh. And no gray. That's my favorite part. It always makes me laugh. Yes, she was 9 years old. I had to make it exciting and fun for her. So yeah, it is what it is. All right. That being said, I like this one. I'm going to actually write that one down. ALLY. Circle that one. That one sounds good. Okay, now we have a few more. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of this. Let's get back to here. And we have a couple more to go. NUE. NUE. Nice. Look at that. All right. That's going to be a no only because... See that? 30-day high. Not enough space to actually make it worthwhile. Sorry about that one. Walgreens. WBA. WBA. Interesting. Ooh, look at that right there. Let's take a good look at this one. Before we do, 972. The 10s are going for... Oh, no brainer. Let's take a look at the numbers. Okay. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. One, okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps to the downside, going sideways, jumps up, pulls back. Now, Walgreens is still in talks of a buyout, bringing them bringing them private. Now, we did do an in-depth research on Walgreens. Now, Walgreens is not what you think it is. They own some real estate. They own some pharmacies. They actually own cosmetic line that is in 22,000 stores worldwide. Now, the last administration decided they did not want to prosecute theft. So, let's say the less desirable people in the world walk in the store, steal a bunch of shit, and then walk on out without being prosecuted. So, yeah, somebody has to foot the bill. And who was it? Well, that was the corporations. Yep, they lost a lot of money, so they decided to cut some of the stores. 25% of the stores are being cut, and they're moving a lot of stuff online. Okay, are they going away? No, they've been around for, ready, 170 years. That's a long time. They ain't going anywhere. Okay, yeah, there's 8,700 stores worldwide. They're going to cut off 25% of the stores, and they're going to move a lot of stuff online. They're not going anywhere. Anyway, so look at the movement. Let's take a look, because it looked great to me, and I actually own some. Anyway, a year ago was the high of the year, 22.41. Last 90 days, here's our bottom right there at $8.10. The last 30 days, right there at the 16th. Okay, 30 days ago, we were here around $12. Our high of the year was the 17th, 13.27. 13.27, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. So here's the question. Do you like Walgreens? What does it normally do? Walgreens normally all right, let's do that again. All right, for the next couple of weeks, hypothetically speaking, slow downturn before she turns around, goes back up to the middle of March. Okay, so at the beginning of March, usually down a little bit, then she goes back up. Usually. But ask yourself a question. Do you like, well, I like Walgreens. I actually own some. And I look like, what the numbers look like, I just might jump in and buy some more. Let's go out of this. Back to here. Back to there. Back this way. And the 970s. All right, be looking at the 10s. All right, the 10s right there. All right. All right, here we go. Buy one covered call. Walgreens, WBA 100. Those are the weeklies. 21 February 25. That expires this Friday. The $10 call strike against the Walgreens at the market to open. $42 is my profit for one contract. 2 contracts would be 84. 3 contracts would be 113. Something like that. Anyway. 42. Whoops, calculator. Clear. $42 divided by right here, maximum cost of trade, including commissions and fees, $9.58. Grand total of 4.3. Hell yeah, I'm going to do that one tomorrow. 4.3%. All the stock has to do is just stay where it is. Oh, wait a minute. No, got to go up a little bit. Because the stock's at 970. We're selling somebody the rights to buy it at 10. So what if it goes up to 10? If it goes up to 10, I'm collecting another 30 cents. Another 30 cents on a $10 stock. That's another 30%. No, hell yeah. Anyway, make sure it makes sense to you. Don't buy something you don't understand. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Well, we're having issues with Walgreens because of the last administration did not want to prosecute theft under $900. Well, Walgreens, almost everything's under $900. An issue. 4, weekly options only. I want weekly income. I'm retired. I don't want to have to go back to work. I met a guy 84 years old at a gas station once who looked sharp, driving a nice new Lincoln, and he's in a nice sharp suit with a logo on it. And I said, oh, looking good. He had to go to work just to make ends meet. 84 years old. He had to go to work just to make ends meet. I'm 61. Oh, hell no. So I take responsibility for my own money. 1% a week works for me. This, I don't charge anything for it. It's simple, it's easy, it's consistent, it's predictable. Never do anything you don't understand, and never blindly listen to someone on YouTube. Okay, so we got 2 more to do. Let's go 2 more. Then we're going to open up questions again. Let's get out of here. Get out of there. Get out of here. Back to here. Back to there. And AT&T. It's probably going to be a no. And it is. It's the high of the year. No. Nike. NKE. NKE. Whoops. I can't see that. Ooh. Look at this. Nice. I like that. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the drop. Drop sideways. Drop up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Ooh. Nice. Let's look at the 90 days. All right. Wait a second. The high of the year back in the end of February was 106. Now this is right around the Olympics. It's at 94, and she dropped all the way down to around 74, sorry. Goes from 94 to 74 overnight. Okay, so the last 90 days. Here we go. Last 90 days. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Oh, hell yeah, that looks good. Now, last 30 days. Easy to see. Up, down, up. Tell me you can't figure that out. It's not that difficult. So, at 73. Okay, right now 73 is going for 76 to $1. So you will get your 1% out of the 73s. Same thing. I'm not going to do one because we've already seen it. Last one on the list, AMCR. I'm going to write Nike down. NKE. AMCR. I've never heard of this one. AMCR. Hell no. That was quick, wasn't it? All right. So that's the last one we're looking at. Now let's go to the questions. Okay, what questions do we have? Okay. Chasing Jack wants to look at APA. Ooh, wait a minute. We didn't do Nucor. NUE. Why didn't we do Nucor? NUE. Oh, yeah, we already did. That's a no. Too close to the high. Sorry. So that's all of them that I've written down so far. Alrighty. Victoria, how are you today? Chasing Jack wants to look at Apache. APA. Juan, about Tonic Pharma. Okay, Juan, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol so I can read it. Bobby Blake, the stock goes up, then it goes down, but when the stock goes down, it climbs to the top, and when it says rises, then you wait for blah, 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 wait, stock goes back up and goes. All right, Bobby, thank you for that. That's cool, man. You having fun? I'm having a blast, Lalo. Okay, Mike. I'm just on here to troll and be a nuisance. But you seem like a real chill guy, actually trying to utilize the platform. I wish you the best. Oh, Mike Swift actually admits he's a troll. And okay, nothing wrong with that at all. I love trolls. I really do. The reason why I love trolls is because they basically say, if you do not have enough negative people in your life, you're just not working hard enough. So I welcome trolls. I do. Everybody has their own opinion. Steve, Micron. Okay, Micron jumped $9 on Friday if you had a $90 strike and bought it, the contract, back, $7 call, the buyback would rise, new strike price, blah, 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 chart. Okay. Yeah, okay. Steve, I get all that. I really do. And I'm glad that the amount of enthusiasm you're having to it. Okay, but if you keep doing that, you will drive yourself crazy. I mean, because, yeah, stocks go up, stocks go down. You buy it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it jumps up, and then you buy it back and you try to get another one. Yeah, you can do it, okay? But I don't tell people what to do with their time and energy and their whatnot. You want to do that, great. It works, and you can do it that way. Me, I'm a little lazier than you. I like to do it on Monday, get my 1%, and say, hey, let's take it nice and slow as the week goes through. Okay, so let's go back to TikTok, see what kind of questions we have over here. A billion, what's happening over there? In MDPG, how are you today? The specialist, man, you still couldn't figure out how to mirror their image. No, absolutely I cannot. I'm poking around at the computer and it doesn't do anything. Okay? So if you know, specialist, how to mirror the cameras, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are going in one direction. Only one gives me the option to mirror. So if you know what it is, share the wealth, brother. All right, let's keep on going. Cal, do I have any long-term investments? No, I do not. Flash, Nike, we just looked at Nike a little while ago. So I have to find all the way back here. AT&T, we already looked at it. Walgreens, we looked at. Nixon said that. Yep. Sherry, you're new here. Way to go. Oh, somebody want to take a look at Apple. Let's take a look. Now, I love Apple. I do. I'm going to write that one down. Okay, we'll look at Apple in a little bit. Okay, we already saw Nike. What's my thoughts on REIT? Aaron, you got to give me a good REIT to take a look at. I like MPW. The price is right, and it just stays in that nice trend. Keep making money from it. That's interesting. What streaming software are you using? Okay, so here's the thing, specialist. I got OBS software down here running off 4 channels, and then I have 5 iPhones running off 5 more channels. So only one of them has the mirroring capability. So see if you can figure that one. Mohammed, SRU.UN. I have no idea what that is. All right, Roland, thank you. Aaron, I bought Rolls Royce at 77 and sold it for 4. I should have held it. It's almost at 8 now. Well, good luck with that one. Been a fan. Being a fan is also a fan. Okay. That's a REIT. SRU? I never heard of SRU. We'll take a gander at it. All right. Roland Anthony, some good choice. Blah, blah, blah. What's your experience? What do you think about HRI? Ugh, never heard of HRI. HRI. AMCR is a dividend aristocrat. AMCR. Why did we say no to AMCR? Oh, that's why we said no to AMCR. It's a monthly. Okay? No, who said AMCR? Okay. What do I think about HRI? We'll take a look at that one. What do I think about NVIDIA on earnings? Okay, so here's an interesting thing, Jazzy. You like NVIDIA. NVDA. Okay, so you like NVIDIA. Do you see what the dividends are on NVIDIA? 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny, 0.0000000. Explain to me why you think 0.00000 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny is a good idea. It doesn't really matter how much the company makes. If you don't get any of it, why? Okay, I'm investing for cash flow, not capital appreciation. If you're looking to buy a stock, hold on to it as it increases. You are in the wrong place. I'm trying to be honest with you, help save you time and energy and effort. You're wasting your time here. I don't do stocks like NVIDIA because a 1 penny dividend on a $138 stock, but hold on, it actually gets worse. Because just for the fun of it, let's go on over to statistics. Right over here. See this? Statistics. And find out, whoops, wrong one. Statistics right here. Just for the fun of it, we're going to statistics. Oh, look at this. The book value changed. Book value per share, $2.69. $2.69. Now that reminds me of the water bottle experience. You know, a bottle of water, you can go to Walmart and buy a 24 pack for $2. What is it, 20 cents a bottle? Yeah, you go to the machine out front, you're paying $1 a bottle. You go to a bar, you're paying $3 a bottle. You go to the airport, you're paying $8 a bottle. You go on the airplane in the sky, you're paying $12 a bottle. You're paying $138 for a $2.69 stock. And the dividend is 1 penny. Explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand. Because I didn't go to college, but I do consider myself a rather intelligent person. Rather intelligent. Why would I pay $138 at the end of the year, get, what is it, 1 penny, 4 cents? Okay, forward annual dividend, 4 cents. The annual dividend yield, 0.03. Why the hell would I do that if I can get 1% every week, which comes to over 50% per year? Okay, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Now, you may like it and you may be looking for capital appreciation. I'm retired, which means if I want more money, I either have to go to work or the money I have has to bring me in enough to live comfortably. Well, the money I have invested brings me enough to live comfortably. NVIDIA, oh, hell no. Sorry. El Dorado, he thinks that's funny. Right. You're going to learn today. HRI. I wrote it down. We'll take a look at how much money do you need to get started. My grandson started out with $50. Now, we're all different. There's a couple hundred people here. We each have a different amount that is comfortable for us. I know absolutely nothing at all about you, so I cannot tell you what is the right amount for you. But my suggestion is always start out with a paper trading account. Okay, that way you're not risking anything while you're learning. And while you're learning, you can do, once you get it, you get it. And then once you figure it out, say, Ruben, okay, so this is for you, Ruben. At some point in time, Ruben, you are going to retire. Okay, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, you will get to an age where your boss says, dude, stay home. You're too damn freaking old. Just stay home. Retire. It's going to happen whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not. So your money is going to have to come from somewhere. Yes, your money has to come from somewhere because we're the only species on the planet that's got to pay to live here. We have to pay to live here. The more you pay, the more comfortable you are. Okay? So at some point in time, you got to figure out where you're going to invest your money. You're going to either do it yourself, okay, which means you got to learn how to do it, or you're going to give it to someone else and they're going to do it for you. But I can almost guarantee with 99% certainty, nobody has more interest in your money than you. Do it yourself or give it to someone else. There's really no other way around it. But let's keep on going. What about what you think about HRI? Okay, dude, that's the fourth time you asked me that question. And I told you I will get to it when I get to it. Okay? Check NTR. Tino wants to take a look at NTR. I have no idea what that is. NTR. All right, we'll take a look at that one. We got 1, 2, 3, 6. We got 6 to look at. Ruben, Google, hell no. Okay, Google only just started paying dividends. They got, what, 2 years of dividends? That means they got another 18 more years before I'm even interested in it. Do I like Casey's? Never even heard of Casey's. All right, Hayes, how many contracts do I do? It all depends on the cost of the stock. If it's a $3 stock, I'm going to do a bunch. It's a $500 stock, I ain't going to do that many. Okay, so let me see if I can say this, because apparently you're going to learn today is not getting this. Ask me the question only once. I will answer every single question before the night is over. Okay, when I say I will answer the question, only ask it once, please. How does Costco look now? Costco looks like it's overpriced. Could you explain what you are doing? Raphael, I am investing in... Hold on, Raphael, you ready? I invest in pre-qualified dividend stocks to get a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using a covered call trading strategy on a dividend stock. What is that? Well, that's a company that's consistently increased its profits every single year for a minimum of 2 decades. So I take my money that I have, I invest it into a company that I think is right for me and for my goals, 1% a week, and I invest it so that I can have weekly cash flow. Okay? Raphael, hope that helped out. Let's keep on going. What are the best resources for the top 25 dividend stocks? Quantum, great question. You ready? Hope you got a pen. Here we go. You ready? You ready? You ready? Google is the best place to get that information. What you're going to put into the Google search engine is Dividend Kings List 2025. Dividend Aristocrats List 2025. Dividend Champions List 2025. Dividend Contenders List 2025. And then for the fun of it, we're going to put in Warren Buffett's Stock List 2025. Those 5 lists right there will give you over 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 2 decades. That's the best research you're going to get. Which stocks should I invest in to get started? TikTok Teach can't help you out with that one. I know nothing about you. What's the ballpark figure you use each week? 98% of everything I have. Texas Brown-Eyed Girl. You want me to look at Charles Schwab? You actually have to give me the ticker symbol because I don't trade that one. What's the best stocks to invest in right now? Okay, Aldrin, I can't answer that question. I have no idea what you're looking for. Because in order for me to tell you what's best for you to invest in, I would have to know more information about you. And I don't know anything about you. Sorry. Tony, C-E-L-H. I heard of that one once. C-E-L-H. I'll take a look at it. You're going to learn today? Not a problem. You're new. Ooh, Jay Moore wants to take a look at Exxon Valdez. Exxon. We're going to take a few more, and then we're going to blow through them again. Andrea, you got to go. Hey, way to go, Eldorado. Andrea, I own it, but just a spec stock and expect it to go up, but not for this channel. Andrea, you're not the only one. There's a whole bunch of people in the group that actually have stocks that I disagree with. But I don't tell people what to do. What do I think about Wally World? We looked at Walmart a little while ago. It's too high for me. What do I think about IVR? We'll take a look at that one also. IVR. What's your top ticker? What's your top ticker for ODTE? I don't do ODTE options. Sorry, dude. How do you actually make 1% per week? That's like 50% per year. Amazing. Okay, Lane's Shoemaker. Okay. Actually, 1% per year. Simple interest is 52. Compounded interest is like 54%, 74%. Yes, Alice, I'm still loving WBA and Kohl's. Ruben, where do you learn your style of investing? Right here. Alrighty then. We have another 8 stocks to take a look at. We're going to go through these really quick. The specialist. Inside OBS, in the sources panel, locate the video feed you want to flip. Right click and then transform, flip horizontal. This should hopefully fix it. Yeah, but that's not going to help you out any because you are watching me on YouTube, which is coming through one of my iPhones. Okay? Anyway. I get mad patience, no glaze. Thank you, Eldorado. All right, where do you learn your style? Okay, well, what program are you using? Okay, Ruben, I'm not using a program. This is a trading platform called Thinkorswim, and it's through Charles Schwab. All right, so it's 10:46. Let's see how long it takes me to go through these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 companies. Okay? Sit tight, Ruben. Here we go. First one on the list. APA. I forget who came up with this one. APA, Apache. Ooh, look at that. I like that right there. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's in an up cycle right now. Because that's what they do. They go down, they go up, they go down, they go up. Okay, I'm going to stop questions right here. Okay, so no more questions until I'm finished with these 8 stocks. 8 stocks, I'm going to blow through them quick, then we'll take a look at questions. Okay, so Apache. A year ago today, 31.54. The high of the year, 36. The low of the year was back in December, 2039. Look at the last 90 days. Last 90 days, last 3 months. High, low, is up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Easy. You can see it every single time. It's in an upward trend. Great. Last 30 days. The 16, right there. Look at that. The 16th, a month ago, was the high of the 30-day period. She drops. Now she's going back up again. 30-day high, 30-day low. Now she's going up. What's the number look like? 23.49. The 23.50s are going for 28 to 31. That is well over 1%. So much so, let's do this quick. 23.50, 23.50, 23.50. There. 23.50 right there. Just do one. Right there. Market right there, and here's Johnny. Buy one covered call Apache 100. Those are the weeklies. 21 February 25. That's this coming Friday. The $23.50 call strike against APA at the market to open. 65.50 is the profit on this trade. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. 1%. Simple. One of the safest trading strategies is the covered call. When you buy a stock, you own it. You can do whatever you want with it. So if I am buying it tomorrow morning at 23.14, that's the current price, 23.14, I'm going to turn around and sell my rights. I'm going to sell it to someone else at 23.50. I'm going to collect $65 per contract. So if I do one contract, I'm collecting $65. 2 contracts, well, double that. 3, 4, 10, 20. It's all the same. 10 contracts, it's that number times 10. Okay? So, $65.50 is going to be the profit. Now, remember when I said simple. Well, the simplest strategy is buying the stock. But there's no profit there because the stock got to do something. Well, a covered call, you're doing something. You're buying the stock and then you're selling somebody the rights to buy it from you for almost the same price. So if I'm paying $23.14 and I'm selling it at $23.50, I'm picking up this right here per contract for each contract. And then if it goes above $23.50, I get the difference between the purchase price, $23.14, the sell price, $23.50 and pick up another 36 cents per share. That's per share. This number right here is per contract. But the difference between the purchase price and the strike price, that's another profit per share. All right, anyway. Calculator up here. There it is. There we go. Clear. $65.50 is the profit for this particular trade. The investment is $22.85. Comes to a grand total of 2.8%. If you like Apache. Now remember, first thing in the morning, all these numbers are going to change. Because right now it's after market hours. The market's not open. So the numbers aren't moving. It's kind of like a roulette wheel. As it's spinning, it's changing. But when it stops, it stops. It stopped now because the market's closed. But if I do this trade, if I buy Apache first thing tomorrow morning, I sell some of the rights to buy it from me for more than I paid for it, pick up this number here, and then my break even, $22.84, well, I'm buying it for $23.14. Those are the numbers. It's all a numbers game. All right, anyway, let's keep on moving. I like that trade. I'm going to write that one down. All right. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of here. Go back to there. And next on the list, MU Micron. Ooh, I don't have any Micron. Oh. Hold on a second. All right, well, let's take a gander at it. Okay, first and foremost, high, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. 99.33. The 99 is going for 240, and the 100s are going for 190. That's over 2%. If you like Micron. Now, I do realize Micron doesn't have the dividends that we're looking for, but one of the people in my trading group wants to take a look at it, so here it is. A year ago, we bottomed out at 79.31. The top of the year, 156. That is. Okay, the bottom here, a year ago, 76. The high, 56. That is a 100% increase. 100% increase. Then she goes down, back, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so 90 days. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, we got a high weight here at 112 and a low down here at 82. She's kind of like stuck right in the middle. So that's one of those iffy ones. It's in the middle. Is there room for it to go higher? Yes, there is. Here's something we haven't touched on tonight. Gaps and the tendency for gaps to fill. What does that mean? Well, she gapped down here, and then she gapped down here, and then she gapped down here. Well, this gap already filled. Okay? There's another gap here. See this gap right here? This one's starting to fill now. So as this goes up, it's going to fill that gap. All right. Do I like it at 99.52? Well, hell yeah. Especially if I buy it at 99.52 and I sell the 100s, I can pick up almost 2%. But do I like Micron? That's the big question. Okay, I'm going to write that one down. So I have traded Micron over the years. Next on the list, Apple. AAPL. Everybody likes Apple. And I think we're going to say no to Apple. I don't know. Yeah, see, you get your 30-day high here, and look at where it is. It's way too close to the 30-day high for me. So it's going to be a no for Apple. This week, SRU and U. Okay. SRU.UN. Can't find that symbol, SRU. No options, no thank you. Sorry, dude. HRI. Here we go, finally. HRI. Someone's been waiting for a while on this one. Unfortunately, dude, it's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. You asked me 6 times to take a look at this. Well, here it is. It's a no. NTR. What the heck is NTR? NTR. Okay. It's a weekly. Bum, bum, bum. Nutrient. Ooh, haven't done this one in a while. Okay. Here we go. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at it. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Interesting. Let's zoom in a little bit closer before we do. 51, 59, the 52s, 80 to 95. Well, yeah. Those numbers sound good. Okay, so a year ago, 50, 59. Oh, are you kidding me? Do you imagine that? A year ago, 50, 59. Where is it now? It's at 59. I mean, 50. Okay, 50, 90. So it hasn't done anything all year. It's almost the same price as it was last year. Okay, anyway. Okay, the high of the year, 60, 83. The low of the year, the end of December, 43.73. Okay, last 3 months, the last 90 days, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, the high, the low, down. Now she's going back up again. Okay, last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, here we are. Shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going up 2 days the upside. It's exactly what I look for, 2 days the upside. All right, so 51, 59 to 52s. Yep, that works for me. I'm going to write that one down. NTR. Nice. Next one. CELH. Wait. CELH. Isn't that Celsius? CELH. CELH. Celsius. Yeah, no. That's not 5. What is that, like 3 or 4 years old? ExxonMobil. Interesting. ExxonMobil. Look where we are. High, low, up, down, up, 108.38, the 109s. We're going to say no to ExxonMobil. Now, I bought ExxonMobil plenty of times when the numbers work. Here, not so much. 108.38, which means I'm going to go for the 109s. 79 to 81? No. Nope. Just doesn't work. All right. That being said, last one on the list, IVR. Try it again. No. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Argue with you will, and it's at a 30-day high. Okay, you got a double no here. Look at this. Okay, 30-day high, and it's a monthly. Hell no. So, it is 11 o'clock. Let's start taking some questions. All right, specialist inside OBS. Yep, I know that. NU looks good. That's Nucor. Mitch wants to take a look at Nucor. NU. Nucor, hell no. That was quick, wasn't it? Look at it. Where do you think it's going next? Seriously. I mean, when have you ever heard anybody? Because I've been doing this for a while. I've never heard anybody say, hey, look, it's at an all-time high. Let's buy it and hope it goes higher. Yeah. No, I don't do that. Sorry. All righty. Let's go over to TikTok, see what kind of questions we have over here. Do I sell calls weekly? Yes, I do. Thank you for your help and patience. Cesar, you're welcome. Hogan, ECL. What the heck is ECL? ECL. No. Echo Labs. Okay, Hogan, you're new here. I don't do monthly options. Monthly option you can only do once a month, which means I have to rely on whatever percentage rate I'm getting off of this. And then I got to hope I can figure out where it's going to be in 30 days. I have a challenge finding 5 days. 30 days, yeah, no. The numbers just don't, for me. If you like it, more power to you. I don't do monthlies because the numbers just don't work for me. And this last I checked, you know what? We're in a new week, so let's do this. We haven't done this in a while. We do it once a week. So let's do it. Okay, we're going to go on over to FinViz, FINVIZ, for those guys who think a good website might be. FinViz, here we go. We're going to look at the stock screener on FinViz. My hair's a mess. All right, but it's not, holy shit. That can't be right. No, actually it can be. Because last week it was 9,875. This week, 9,919 different companies. Some of them you probably heard of. Allegiant, Alcoa, AAA, Goldman Sachs. Okay? 9,919 different companies. All right, so let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Let's go back to here. Okay. So there's 9,919 different companies you can invest in at any time. All right? So why would I invest in a company? Now, Ecolabs, don't get me wrong, they may be a great company, they may not be, I don't know. But there's 9,919 different companies. This one just doesn't fit the parameters in which I'm looking. Now, I only have two search parameters. So how long do you think it would take to go through 9,919 companies with only two parameters? Two. Consistently profitable for more than 20 years. Weekly options. That's it. Just those two. Consistently profitable for 20 years or more, and weekly options. There's only about 300 of them. Those are the only ones I want to look at. It may be a great company. It may go from 264 to 520 tomorrow. I really honestly don't care. I don't want to take the risk. I'm 61. I don't want to go back to work. I want simple, safe, predictable, consistent. That's what I want for me. Okay, I'm here sharing this stuff for free. I'm not asking anyone to buy anything. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And if you ask me about something that doesn't work for me, I'm going to tell you it doesn't work for me. If it works for you, great. It just doesn't work for me. All right, so what else? Other questions we got? Candy, do you think it good investment with XRP? Candy, I appreciate you being here, really do. However, I'm not quite sure you read the title of the show. The show says Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Okay, the name of the show is Dividend Stock Talk. Dividend Stock Talk. XRP is not a dividend stock, and it doesn't have dividends. It's a no. Sorry, I don't do cryptocurrency. Texas Brown Eye Girl. So when you look at the up and down, are you looking the day, 5 days, or a month? Hold that thought. Hogan. Sold calls on Friday on Ford recently at the Monday, but they expired at the money. Okay. Fine. Okay, back to you, Texas Brown-Eyed Girl. When I look at the up and down, are you looking at the day, 5 days, or a month? Okay, Texas Brown-Eyed Girl, what I'm looking at is the whole chart. First chart, 1 year. 266 trading days. Did I count them all? No, but on average, there's 266 trading days in a year. From there, I go to the last 90 days. So if today is the 16th, 90 days ago, today was November 16th. Right about there. That's the last 90 days. That's the 3-month chart, 90 days ago. Okay? That's what the 90 days look like. Then, when I look at the 30-day chart, There you go. There's 30 days. See? It went up, went down, and then it went up, but then it went down, then it went up again. That's the 30-day chart. That's about as far as I'm going to go. Do I want to go into the 2 week, 3 weeks? It doesn't, in my opinion, for me, it doesn't give me enough information to look at. Okay, see, here's the last 2 weeks. Okay, what does that really tell you? It doesn't really tell you a whole heck of a lot. You know, up, down, up, down, up. That's about all it tells you. But it doesn't give me a good basis on what to work with, because 2 weeks is not enough time, in my humble opinion. Okay? All right, next question. Ruben, thank you. Okay. Candy. All right, we asked that question already. Candy, you asked me that question 3 times. All right, user 3744895. Why can't your parents just name you Peter or Ted or even Pamela? Why that? All right, anyway, Tesla, no. Sorry. If there's no dividends, no thank you. Okay? When I say, when the name of the show is Dividend Stock Talk, well, you know, Tesla is a stock, but they don't have dividends. So, no. See, without the dividends, I can't really judge where the movement is going to be. Because if a stock moves just before the dividend date, well, that gives me an idea when to buy it. Well, Tesla doesn't have dividends. So I'm going to have to sit and look at the chart all day long looking for a momentum and do a momentum. Yeah, no, sorry. It's too much effort for me. I'm like I told you before, I'm a lazy trader. What platform are we looking at behind you? Quantum Antenna, that is Think or Swim, owned by Charles Schwab. Hogan, are there any good companies to consider this week that are paying dividends soon? Oh my goodness. Can't believe you just asked me that question. There you go. Each one of these little green dots represents a company that is paying a dividend. What's this week coming up? Well, February 2025, we're at the 16th, which is right here. You got 59 companies on the 18th, nothing on Monday. 59 companies the 18th. 4, 6, 10, 13 companies on the 19th. 4, 6, 10, 14, 18, 19 on the 20th, and 30 on the 21st. All these companies right here have dividends coming up. That is what you call an EX dividend calendar. Yep, you can go to Google, put in EX dividend calendar, and you come up with a whole bunch of them. This one just so happens to be in this trading platform. That's the reason why I like this platform. All right, next question. James, how much of your account do you invest per stock per trade? 100% of available cash to trade. Okay, so Rye Guy just there. Oh, just here to watch. Okay, Rye Guy just here to watch. All right. Hypothetically speaking, let's go back to here. Now, the numbers haven't been updated lately. But if you come to here, you see account number 1, 170,000. We started out last year at 117. We added another 21. So year-to-date profit was 102. That's almost 100% profit for 2024. Account number 2, 100,000 cash, 100,000 margin. Year-to-date profit 63,000. That's like 63% last year. Account number 3, we put in 100,000 cash, but only 33,000. The reason being, we didn't put that in until July. So that was July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months. Well, wait a minute, that's only 5 months. Okay, so the numbers are there. So, needless to say, I invest 98% of every single penny in each account. So each account, 98% is invested. Sometimes more, but most of the time, right around 98%. What do I think about Tesla? I already answered that question. No dividends, no thank you. Candy, don't think he's into blockchain. No, I'm not. Bumblebee, KHC. That's Kraft Heinz. I actually met Mrs. Heinz years ago. Believe it or not, when I first moved to Sarasota in the 80s, in the 1980s, I moved to Sarasota. I worked at the Sarasota Yacht Club, and I had the pleasure on serving Mrs. Heinz. Anyway, KHC. But we all know that was like, she's probably dead by now. That was like 40 some odd years ago. So here's Heinz ketchup. High, a low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down. Currently at 28.92, the bottom of the year, a couple days. So that looks interesting. But I usually don't buy Heinz because the numbers usually don't work. So it's currently at 29.07. The 29s are going from 22 to 36. Okay, so you might get your 1% out of that. Take 7 cents off of that. 29, yeah, it doesn't really look that good. Because if I buy it at 29.07 and I sell somebody the rights to buy it from me at 29, I'm losing 7 cents. You take 7 cents off of 36, you're coming up with 29. So you're not even getting 29. Barely 1%. If you like it. But what's the last 30 days look like? Okay, so here's your last 30 days. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, maybe you'll get it if you like Kraft Heinz. All right, but what does it normally do this time of year? Well, normally this time of year, we look at the seasonality, and that tells us what the hell's going on with this damn thing? That's better. Now I can see all of it. Okay, so Kraft Heinz this time of year, not that bad. Okay, so you're going to shoot up, pull back, shoot up again. Could be good if you like Kraft Heinz. Okay, Bumblebee wants to take a look at D. D is Dominion. Right? D is Dominion. D. Yeah. Dominion Energy. Yeah, no. Wasn't that quick? No. Why? Monthly. The numbers for monthlies don't work for me. If you like it, more power to you. Look at what it's doing. Here's the low of the year. Here's the high of the year. She pulled back. Now she's on a steady upward trend. But Friday was a big pullback. Okay? Look at the movement. Here's your bottom right here, 53. She jumped up to 57. Now from 53 to 57, well, that's not a big jump. But think about it. 53 to 57 is a $4 move. Well, a $4 move on a $50 stock, that's what, 8%? So she jumped up 8%, now she's pulling back. I don't know. No, it's not weird. Look at this. Big drop, up, big drop, up, big drop, up, big drop. Okay, so I really don't like D, right? And it's a monthly, okay? So, no, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Are there any good companies can say, yep, you saw that one. Okay, Hogan. Okay, he only trades options on stocks with dividends due to stronger support. Kevin, freaking awesome answer, dude. Hey, James, what are your thoughts on HAFN? What the hell is that? HAFN. Oh, that's what it is. No. Okay, apparently, some of you guys will listen to some of the information, but not all of the information. Yeah, no. Sorry. Check out Open. OPEN, OPEN. Open Door Technologies. Now, under what circumstances are you going to try to make me believe that a $1.50 stock has 2 decades of increased dividends? This stock's $1.50. how can you possibly say that has 20 years of increased dividends? I mean, think about it. Okay, Adrian, we looked at Walmart. Oops. H. What's wrong with CELH? CELH. Celsius. What's wrong with Celsius? Okay, let's find out what's wrong with Celsius. CELH. Okay. All right, well, CELH has a book value of $1.80. Okay, what do the dividends look like? Well, imagine that. CELH. See, I knew the company wasn't that old. It has a, okay. There are no dividends in the selected time period. So let me see if I understand correctly, H. When the show says dividend stock talk, and you're asking me to look at a stock that has no dividends, and then you ask me what's wrong with it, you mean other than the obvious fact that it has no dividends? Because I'm not sure if you ever read the title. The title of the show is Dividend Stock Talk. So the first couple of words should give you a clue to what we're looking at. Stocks that have dividends. CELH does not. Okay? Rudy, Coors, K-O-R-Z. 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 Z. No options. No thank you. Sorry, dude. Do I like Pfizer? Oh, I do like Pfizer. PFE. Interesting. Okay. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Down, up, down, up, down. 25.76. The 26 is 12 to 13. Not this week. Sorry. I like Pfizer. I've bought Pfizer many times last year and the year before. Okay, but this week the numbers just don't look good. 25.53, the 25.50s, yes, but it's going for 25.76, which means the closest strike price would be the 26, and that's 12 cents. No, it's what, 0.5%? Now, don't get me wrong, 0.5% every week is 26% per year, if you're okay with 26%. But why would I take 26 if I can get 50 or 52? So basically, you just sell weekly calls and collect premiums. What if it goes down? Okay, Lane Shoemaker, it does go down. They always go down. Have you ever seen a stock that went up and only up? No. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. When I say never buy a stock unless you understand it. When I mean understand it, you should know whether or not it has dividends. You should know whether or not it has options, weekly options or monthly options. You should know this stuff. There's five simple rules. Number one, never buy something you don't know. If you don't know it, don't buy it. If you don't understand it, don't buy it. If it doesn't make sense, don't buy it. If you think it's going down, this shouldn't be a game that you are playing. Because stocks go up and then they go down. And then they go up and then they go down. Guess what they do after that? They go back up again. Well, then after that, can you guess what they're going to do next? They're going to go down. If you're expecting a stock to come to your house and make you dinner, tuck you into bed at night, make your bed in the morning, put little chocolates on your pillows, no. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. Okay? If you're not okay with the 52-week high and 52-week range, then don't do it. Because this stock here The high of the year is up here at 32. The low of the year is down here at 23. Well, that's a big spread between the two. They go up, they go down. Okay? So when they go up, then they come down. You buy a stock, you sell a covered call against it. The covered call is great. Next week you do the exact same thing until you hit your target. I'm not buying stocks to hold on to. I'm buying them to collect a cash flow from them. Once I collect the cash flow, I say, thank you very much. I'll see you the next time. Everything looks perfect, and I'll jump in. What about now? Now is a great time to do anything. Now, I don't really do stocks over $900. Sorry. Because however much money you think I have, no, not $986 a share. And it's at the bottom. $985, we look at the 990s, paying 11, that's over 1%. I mean, the numbers work, but I'm sorry, I just don't do stocks over that much. Okay? Sorry. You're going to learn today. Dude, we already did HRI. Okay? HRI. I told you I was going to take a look at it. There it is right there. HRI. Monthly options? No. Simple. No, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Hogan, I already looked at O Realty today. No. O Realty is a monthly optionable stock. No, and the numbers just don't work. And did you see what they actually pay at the end of the year? Yeah, no. El Dorado, what time are you going to finish the stream? 11:30, which is in 9 minutes. I don't think you did HRI. Ruben, HRI is right here, dude. Okay? HRI. Monthly optionable stock. Okay? No, I don't do monthlies. The Patriot. So if a stock goes down like 4 did 2 weeks ago, what do you do? Covered calls is only $2 now. Okay. Now let me ask you a question, Patriot. Before you came here to this channel, did you write covered calls every single week on every single position that you have? It's an honest question. Okay? Now, I've been doing this for about 15 years. I've been trading for 20 years. Okay? It wasn't until 2008 when my daughter jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing? I said, sure. So I came up with a trading strategy specifically for my 9-year-old daughter. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. Okay? That was for my 9-year-old daughter. I showed a video of her a little while ago. All right? So ever since I came up with that trading strategy specifically for a 9-year-old, it has consistently gotten me 1% every single week for the past 15 years. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Ford, yeah, I do own some Ford right now. Now, I bought it at a certain price. I sell a covered call against it. I bring something in. Well, the stock did go down. You're absolutely right. It did go down. So what happened? I sold a covered call against it. Now, I look at my positions twice a day. A lot of you may not do that. But I'm retired, I can do that. I look at it in the morning because I do have a morning trading group. It is a paid service, which I'm not trying to sell anyone, but it is a paid service. I do the trading first thing in the morning with that group. And then at night, I come here with you guys and we do the exact same thing. We look at the different stocks and do that. So I'm looking at my positions twice a day. Okay. Now, for me, I'm okay with that. Because I can look at my positions and take me less than 5 minutes. Because I can see what I bought it at. I can see what the movement is. I don't look at the whole movement. All right, I'm looking at the last 5 or 10 days. Because once I jump into a position, here's the last couple of days. Look, this is going sideways. Okay, fine. It's at 185. Now it's going to the upside. Fine. It's not that difficult. Okay, adults, that means mostly you people, have a tendency to make things more complicated than it needs to be. It doesn't need to be complicated. It either makes sense or it doesn't. It's either a good company or it's not. Okay, we looked not even 10 minutes ago. 9,918 different companies you can choose from. Well, there's only about 300 that are consistently profitable, and have weekly options. Those are the only ones I trade. If Ford doesn't look good this week, fine, I won't do Ford this week. I'll do Ford next week. Now, we looked at Ford earlier. Now, the setup for Ford, actually, let's pull it up. Okay, the setup for Ford is almost perfect. Look, the 30-day high way up here, 30-day bottom right here, turned around 3 days to the upside. You can't get any lower than the low of the year. It's at the low of the year now. Okay, you always hear it, buy low, sell high. You can't get any lower than the low of the year. So yeah, I buy when it's low and when it goes up. But unfortunately, the numbers didn't work, because at 948, the 950s are only going for 5 cents a share. Well, that's less than 0.5%. 0.5% is only 26% per year. Now, I don't know how often you get 26% per year, but most people don't. But I get 1% a week, which is over 50% a year. So I won't be doing Ford this week. It's all a numbers game. Okay? So let's keep on going. Do you use a screener Monday morning to quickly identify the best companies to consider? Or is it done manually? Okay, Hogan, I'm going to show you something interesting. Tell me what you think. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's go right here. Let's go right there. All righty. All right, Hogan. All right, Hogan, you see this? This is an EX dividend calendar, February 2025. Each one of these little dots represents a company that has consistently increased their dividends for more than 25 years. So what do we have? We have Clorox, IBM, Grainger, Johnson & Johnson, Consolidated Edison, Aflac, Target, ExxonMobil, 3M, SJM. Is that Smuckers? SJM? Emerson Electric, PPG, Nextera, all these companies. What I'm looking for specifically are companies that are getting ready to pay a dividend, because the EX dividend date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend goes up, before the dividend is paid out. So just before the EX date, the stock has a tendency to go up in value. So if I know when the stock's paying its dividend, thus I know when the stock is going to increase in price. So now that I know a stock's going to move and when it's going to move, what trade do I do? Well, I could buy the stock and catch the run-up. No, because the stock has to move. I can do a spread, but a spread is more risky because the options are both going to expire at some point. There's a lot of different trading strategies I could do. But what is a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent? Okay, those four. Simple, well, buy the stock. It's simple, but there's no predictable income from it. A covered call where I buy the stock and sell it to someone for the same price I just paid for it. Well, I'm getting paid and the stock doesn't have to do anything. If it goes up, great. It goes up, that person buys the stock from me, and I get all my money back on Monday. And I do it again, over and over and over again. So, to answer your question, no, I don't look at anything other than the calendar. Because the calendar tells me every one of these companies on here has over 25 years of increased dividends. And a dividend is a portion of the profits. And if the profit consistently increases, well, so does the dividend. All right, so let's keep on going. Space Mob, you actually had to give me the ticker symbol. OIC. What the heck is OIC? Or is it, I see. Well, or is it a ticker symbol? I don't know. Let's find out. OIC. Is it an acronym? It's an acronym. All right. Oh, I see. There you go. Ruben M. Did not. HRII. He's gone crash out on you. All right. So, Hogan, hopefully that answers your question. Oh, how do you open up the calendar? Texas brown-eyed girl, really? Right at the top, you have monitor, trade, analyze, scan, market watch, quotes, alerts, visualize, financing rates, and calendar. It's already there. It's one of the reasons why I love Thinkorswim. Anything you can possibly imagine, it's right there. Oh, Kevin, that calendar is great. I will research how to use it. I am on Thinkorswim. Cool beans. Way to go. Eve, Celsius, sorry, kiddo. No dividends, no thank you. All right. Thank you. Good night. NVM, no dividends. Okay. ZM. Okay, we're past time to look at it. Well, you have to come. Eve, you have to come check me tomorrow. Beto, tomorrow. Ruben, tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. TPR, never heard of it. Beto, canceled. RUN has never paid dividends. Okay. Is there a video on how to use and guide me on Charles Schwab? I honestly could not tell you. Texas brown-eyed girl. Sorry. Intel, please. We already looked at Intel. Intel was the first stock we looked at today. So, rod fishing, what you're seeing now, is recorded on YouTube. All right, so after we're done here, which should be in about 2 or 3 minutes, you can go over to YouTube to The 10-Minute Trader and look at the live that was just done now, and then you'll be able to see the recording for that one. Hey, how do you know it's monthly, and where do you look for it? Hey, you going to learn today? Well, let's check this out. You ready? Let's get out of this. Okay. Are you going to learn today? Watch this. You ready? Whoops. Let me go over this side. See the date right there? 21 February? That's this Friday. 28 February? That's next Friday. 7 March? That's 3 Fridays away. 14 March? 4 Fridays away. So on and so on and so on. Now, O'Reilly is a monthly optional stock. 21 February, 21 March, 20 June, 19 September, 16 January. Those are monthly. Those are all months, no weeks. That's how you tell the difference between a weekly and a monthly. Or, you know what you could do? You could go, hope you got a pen. You ready? CBOE.com. Chicago Board of Options Exchange. They're the ones in charge of all the options. They have them listed right there. Okay? And what's the difference between weekly and monthly? Come on, dude. I think I gave you a little bit more credit than you're due. Okay? The difference between a weekly, there's 52 weeks in a year. I can do it 52 times. Monthly, there's 12 months in a year. I can only do those 12 times. Okay, so if I'm getting 1 to 2% each option trade I do, a monthly I can get 12 to 24% return a year. Weekly options, 1 to 2% every single week. That's 52 to 110% a year. It's a simple math problem. Well, I would prefer to do 1% a week because that's over 50% a year. If I get 2% a week, that's 100% a year. You can't do that with monthlies. Monthlies are just a pain in the butt, in my humble opinion. For me, they don't work for me. Got a couple more questions. Chet Donnelly. They took the egg out of Egg McMuffin, now called Egg McNothin. Okay. Misty dividend yield is 120. Zach, MSTY dividend yield is 120 because it's a new company. They have no profits yet. The money you're getting from the dividend yield is actually from the investments. It has nothing to do with the profits. Okay? read all the numbers. MSTY. I want 2 decades of consistent profits. When Misty gets to 20 years old, I can almost guarantee they will not have 120% yield. Doesn't the stock drop by the dividends, by the divs, and there's no arbitrage? Okay, Brandon, I think what you're saying is the dividends have a tendency to make the stock go down after they're paid out. Well, you're absolutely right. The no arbitrage part, not quite sure what you mean by that. What site is this, please? This is not a site. This is a trading platform. It's called Thinkorswim, and it's through Chucky. Nope. I didn't want to see that. No. I don't want to see that. I want to see home screen right here. Home screen. Give it a minute. It'll load. There we go. Thinkorswim. This is a Schwab network. So Charles Schwab owns Thinkorswim. How do I get rid of this damn thing?
But the analyst community came out hammering the stock across the board, downgrades.
What the hell was that?
Megan, so is this more of a longer-term outlook for you guys that it's going to rebound?
Yeah, this certainly is for us, and I think that the partnerships that you mentioned, like the one that the Trade Desk has with Roku, whenever you go through its list of platform partners, you've got Netflix, you've got Spotify.
Yeah, thank you for that one. I don't listen to that stuff. Nothing but confusing. All right, let's keep on going. Next question. Thank you. Intel, we looked at Intel already. What time tomorrow? Same time. 9:30. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do I think about Wild Mac stocks? Okay, Benzor, you actually have to give me a number on that one, a ticker symbol. Doesn't the stock talk? Yep, Brandon, we already talked about that one. Benzor, what do I think about Yield Max stock? Dude, check the numbers. Yeah, I know that Yield Max all pays monthly. Check out all of the numbers. How old are they? Have they been in business for a minimum of 2 decades? You can do whatever you want with your money. For me, I'm retired. I insist the company have 2 decades of profitability. Okay? None of the Yield Max stocks have 20 years of anything. Zach, that's CBOE. WU, we'll have to take a look at tomorrow. Tiger Hayes, tomorrow. What stock to check tomorrow? Nothing. The Club Med Tom, dude, you've been here for a while. You should know. The market's not open tomorrow. Okay, that being said, it is past 11:30. Yay! Another day, another dollar. All done, all gone. Goodbye. So tomorrow night, same exact thing. You guys have a great night, and we will see you again tomorrow. Because the sun will come on Facebook. Bye, it's Facebook. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Wipe away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none tomorrow.